Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. Today I'm standing in our high tunnel and I'm going to get into talking why I only grow determinate tomatoes. But first, I am going to go ahead and stake the tomatoes and then I'll get to talking about why we only grow determinate tomato plants. Alrighty, so the reason we grow determinate tomatoes here on our farm is because they're very low maintenance during the growing season. And to kind of explain that, I just planted these the first week of March, then I come through every week. It takes about 20 minutes per week to come through and Florida weed these tomatoes. And one of the biggest reasons for us is it's all about time management, because we have 20 acres of apples and peaches to take care of. The high tunnel can't be my main focus, even though we do grow tomatoes and all kinds of other produce. So for us, time management and being efficient in in our growing practices, so we could do more and grow more things more efficiently. And another reason why we grow determinate tomatoes, it's because it is very easy for us, at least. We just plant them, stake them, and then we come through and harvest them. And this tomato variety is specially bred for high tunnels. It's called the Red Deuce. And this variety puts out a very beautiful, nice red #1 tomato, a big old slicer. That's what we like to sell, and that's what our customers like as well. So alrighty, so another reason why we grow determinate tomatoes is because they require very little pruning. And I'm going to show you guys on these tomatoes. I actually didn't prune them at all. And here's a weaker plant I can show you guys here. So we just plucked it in the ground there. Kind of hard to see. And we just let all the suckers come up through them. And the reason we don't prune any of the bottom leaves off, I know a lot of people who grow in the outside gardens pull off the bottom leaves, is because they don't want any contact with the soil, the leaves. And since we put black plastic down, that plastic doesn't allow any soil to touch the leaves, any moisture. So for us, we do absolutely no pruning on these tomato plants inside the tunnel, and making our lives a whole lot easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a sucker if nobody know what a sucker is. So right here we got the main stem coming through. This is a branch or a feather or the leafy branch, and in between them where it V's out, there's a sucker here. So if you're growing indeterminate tomatoes, you want to prune these off. But since we're growing determinate tomatoes, we don't want to prune any of those off, because those will become a main branch and those will produce more flowers. So as you guys see, I didn't prune any of those suckers off, and look how many flowers are here. And there's probably 3 or 4 main branches now, and they're all covered with flowers. There's flowers everywhere. So that's why for us a determinate variety is the way to go, is because it requires very low maintenance. We're more efficient in the long run. It doesn't require me to be in the tunnel more than 20 or 30 minutes a week. I come through and turn on the irrigation line, and then I monitor for pests and stuff. But to actually work in here, I don't do more than 20 minutes a week. And in my opinion, a determinate tomato variety will out-yield an indeterminate, because it just produces so much at a short period of time. There are the greenhouse guys who grow indeterminate. They pull close to 100 pounds per plant, but that's in an 11-month period. For me, in 72 days, I could produce about 25 pounds per plant with no maintenance. We just come through once or twice a week to monitor them and to stake them, and everybody's happy. So it is currently a few days past since I filmed that last clip, and what has been doing, it has been raining like crazy. These are the tomatoes that I planted in here. I still got to come through and stake them. I've been working in the orchard on those young trees, getting them ready for the summer, getting them prepped now, so you won't have to work as hard in the summertime. So the next step is doing here is I got to stake these tomatoes. I mean, they're just fine. They're just laying over. They're a good 3 or 4 inches tall. I'm about 2 foot taller now. And these peppers, they started flowering. So I got to do that. It's just been really mucky here. Had to fix the ceiling real quick. You guys see there. It's just this tunnel holds a little water on top. And it is what it is. We can't control the weather, and we're just along for the ride. So if we get 100-mile-an-hour winds, I want to blow our high tunnels away. We can't stop that. So it is what it is. So I want to end off this video real quick by doing a little tomato update. As you guys see, it looks like a jungle in here. Everything's growing crazy. I mean, if we have a lot of sunshine, a lot of days of sun, it grows like crazy. I've been feeding them pretty strong. So these are the tomatoes. There's some, I mean, they're just growing like crazy. Whenever I initially planted, I thought 4 foot, you know, centers of the rows would be plenty, but I was wrong. I mean, I'm scraping the tunnels right now, just walking through here. And we got big tomatoes already set. Just look at these right here. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. Tomatoes are setting up like crazy. Should be able to cluster them. Those are probably gonna be 1 or 2 pound tomatoes. And there's just a bunch more through here. It's just now a bunch of flowers still coming on there. It is just tomato city right now. Just full of tomato. The tomato plants are looking strong. I've been coming through here watching for any diseases, any bug problems. I'm gonna go show you guys right here too. Just look at that. There's a lot of the big ones are on the bottom there. They're just covered with foliage. So I'm very excited. You know, we had this year in April. It was not as bad as last year, but it was still really gloomy. So that's why we haven't had, the tomatoes aren't really ripening up that quick as we expected. But, you know, like I told you guys, we can't control the sunshine. We can't do nothing. We just pray, you know, just have everything it is what it is. We can't do nothing about it. This is probably, just look at this, full of tomatoes. I think this one's probably going to be turning. It's starting to see a fade there, but you never know. There's all kinds of cool tomatoes. Tomatoes, more tomatoes. So I'm going to show you guys this row right here. This row got a little head start because the stove was just right here, and it heated up these few feet right here real quick. And look at this. They're just like 4 foot centers is getting pretty tight now. The plants, you know, they're about 3.5, 4 foot tall. So I'm excited. I mean, this is what we're waiting for. Today is the 20th of May. So, you know, we're delayed about 2 weeks back since our initial plan, but hopefully about next week or so we'll be picking tomatoes. There's a lot of big ones, a lot of big ones set on here, even, you know, just even here, you know, just a bunch of them. So we're just waiting for till that first or second one ripens up, and then once those first ripen up, it's just gonna, it's kind of dominoes. Once those the first and second fall, you know, start ripening, you get hundreds and hundreds of tomatoes. So we're hoping, our goal is to pick at least 10,000 pounds of tomatoes out here this year. But you never know. We got healthy plants, so far everything's looking how it's supposed to be doing. Everything's looking very healthy, ready to go. So that is pretty much it for today. I kind of explained why we only grow determinate tomatoes. Then I gave you guys a quick little tomato update. As you guys see, they're growing like crazy. You know, it's just, and that's what we want to see. Me as a farmer, this is when I'm satisfied, is whenever everything that I put my hands on is working. And now we just gotta wait to harvest. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, like this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down in the description box below. And I want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, and you guys have a good day.